Thank you for watching my video. This is going to be my first video uh, with VBA, using VBA. I am not a teacher. I am someone who's learning how to create VBA projects. And in my searches, sometimes I have to spend a lot of time just to get a simple answer. Like the one I'm going to explain today. I don't know how many videos I have to watch, how many pages I looked uh, into how to do this, and I couldn't find it. Basically, this video is going to be about entering a formula onto your sheet using VBA, where you won't have to actually enter your formula on your formula box all the way on the top here. The formula will be entered using VBA all the way down here, and this formula is going to pretty much do a calculation because this is a bank statement. It's going to go, actually, hold on. Yeah, it's going to go this here minus this. It'll give you this. All right, so the formula is going to say, for example, we have K49 minus I50 plus, if there is a deposit or anything, it'll add up the deposit and it'll give you a total down here. So yeah, pretty much that's the purpose of this video, and let's get to it. Okay, here we go. All right, so the first thing you will need to do is once you have to set the page you're going to be working with. In this case, in my case over here, I'm going to be working with this page, which is Bank 2. That's why I have the bank statement. So you're going to declare a variable, which will be the variable you're going to use to set up your sheet. So you're going to set that variable as this workbook sheets. In my case, is bank account, and yours could be sheet 1, sheet 2, whatever sheet you're using. So that sets SH will become this bank account, SH. So that is the first thing. Then the last row, it could be, this is just a variable, which actually should be declared up here too as a long, in case you're going to have many records. Them last row as long. All right. So if you were to call it LR instead of last row, you can call it LR. So this is just a variable. So, and we're going to use cells. Would that be, whichever cells? The sheet is, I mean, you're going to use cells, rows, count, 6. In the case 6 is pretty much column number 6. With when you're using cells, you use columns. When you use range, then you'll be using, let's say, A, B, C, D, E, F. But this is a simple way to do it. So I suggest for the last row, this is fine. So it will be cells, which in my case will be because it is going to be last row, so this is going to become 50 pretty much. But anyway, let's continue. You understand. And once that is done, you get your last row. Then now you're going to go over here and SH. Again, that refers to the page. You're going to be looking for what cell for the column. Last row, which would be 50 in this case. 11 in my case would be K, because let me see if I can show you over here. Okay, K is where my balance is right up here. So, and okay, so last row, line K, you're going to put this formula over here, which is CHR61, which is the equal sign, and, which is K, it's pretty much like plus, and K plus last row minus 1. Okay, what this means is it's going to look on this on this line first, which means last row minus 1, so it's going to look on 49, and then it's going to subtract here minus I last row, which means I, whatever figures there on the last row on column I, and then it's going to add column J. You have to make sure to separate everything. Anything you're going to type there is going to be and pretty much over here again the K you have to put it in parentheses because you're going to use the minus 1. This here means K49 pretty much, so you can understand. And then the minus and I minus 50. I mean I 50. Actually I and last row, that means I 50. And the plus sign and J50. So this is pretty much what it means. This will add the formula to the last row, and everything gets calculated. This way you don't have to create the formula on the sheet itself. And what happens in this case is, and let's see, for example, if I click over here, you can see that the formula is already there. Now if I were to change anything, this already all created formulas. Every time I enter a transaction, the formula is created. So now if I enter, let's say if I change this to 6, okay, that automatically calculates anything from there down. I can pretty much I can do it from here too. Let's say if I go this formula, I can change it back to 3 where it was before. Update record, yes. Okay, there it goes back to 3. Everything is recalculated. Pretty much that was the purpose of the video, this video, to show you how to enter a formula using VBA. Hope you find it useful. It can be used for many different purposes. In this case, my purpose was the bank statement, but I'm pretty sure there are other purposes there where you might want to enter the formula with using VBA rather than on the sheet. So hope you find it useful. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe. I will be uploading many short videos with just specific routines. These are not going to be projects. These are just going to be routines and procedures, short procedures, to make things easy for you. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and see you on the next one.